If you're looking for the ultimate guide to glowing up and looking more attractive, this is the video for you. I went from having pimples, low energy, no sense of style, and gaining weight because of, the pandemic, to now completely snatched, makeup game elevated, a sense of fashion, and white teeth all on a budget. And am I gonna spill the tea? Duh! So here are your tips and tricks to glowing up and becoming overall more attractive. Now let's get into it. This is gonna be a very long video, so get your pen and paper ready, grab a cute drink and a snack, and let's get into it. Tip number 1, your nails. All right, so here you have two options. Either get your nails done at a professional salon or do them yourself at home. If you're gonna go the route of getting them done, work with your nail tech to determine what shape works best for your hands. So for me, it's an almond shaped nail that just works best for me. And figure out what your sense of style is in terms of your nails. Do you like bright colors? Do you like more neutral colors? Personally for me, I like the neutral colors, so either a very blushy pink or a neutral regular French tip nail. It just goes with everything. Alternatively, you can do your nails at home. So this can be either using an Amazon kit, or you could just use regular old nail polish. Or you could just keep your nails clean. This is also another option. The clean girl aesthetic, we're trying to keep our nails very clean, sharp, not chipped, and not looking crusty. This will instantly elevate your game. You'll also feel really good about your hands whenever you're talking. It'll just bring a little oomph to you. Moving on to number 2, your teeth. If you're not doing it already, brush, floss, mouthwash, tongue scrape. Literally, it's going to be a game changer when it comes to breath and making sure that you have a very hygienic mouth. If you're outside of the house and you don't have access to a brush to quickly brush your teeth, one tip I got from a dental assistant is to just take water and just move it around your mouth. And that's going to be able to kind of remove a little bit of the food residue and help you in terms of plaque when you don't have a toothbrush. Now, this hygienic mouth routine also is applicable for when you're on the plane and traveling. Brush your teeth when you're on the plane and traveling. Keep the mouth fresh, keep it looking good. It's going to help with your overall oral hygiene. And also don't forget to exfoliate your lips because this is going to help a lot when it comes to the makeup. A little tip I have for the girlies that want white teeth. I have been using this toothpaste for years now when it comes to whitening my teeth, and I've seen the most amazing result. I promise you, I've gotten so many compliments on my teeth. I point them to this toothpaste. Tip number 3, working out. Now this can be an entire video on its own, but work out either at home or at the gym. I highly recommend if you're wanting to get more into the gym to get a personal trainer to get you started and really cater a routine to you and what your preferences are in terms of physical goals. Now, because we're spilling the tea, I'll tell you what I do. For core, I rely on Pilates. It has toned my core immensely by just doing Pilates, as well as engaging my core in the workouts that I do. So let's say I'm doing hip thrust. Basically what I'll do is kind of engage my core by tightening my core with every rep, and that just enhances my overall core definition. What I do for the rest of my body is I strength train. What that means is I do small weights with many reps. At the end of the day, the best way you're going to be able to see results is by being consistent with your routine. And as I mentioned, these workouts can be done from home. Go onto YouTube to find so many workouts from home or registering with a personal trainer and doing it through their program. Remember to find what works for your body. All body types are different. So play around with it and find what's suitable and feels good to you. Moving on to number 4, diet. What I recommend is to find a diet that works for you. Remember, if you're working out and going to the gym, you're not going to see the best results if you don't have a good diet. So personally for me, I do 3 meals a day. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which are whole meals. That means I have every food group in there and I'm really just eating a very well balanced diet that's healthy for me. And I have 1 snack a day, either fruit or nuts or something to kind of help sustain me throughout the day. One huge tip when it comes to overeating, more likely than not, you're just dehydrated. So if you drink water and you fill yourself up that way, you'll eventually carve those cravings and not want to binge eat all the time. A tip for junk food is if you don't buy it, you won't eat it. So don't buy it. And the last tip here when it comes to diet, remember to be kind to yourself and to your body. When you go a whole week working out or you've achieved your fitness goals for that week and you've achieved your diet goals for that week, you're allowed to have a mini Snickers bar. Life is way too short for us not to be enjoying all the delicacies that it has to offer, but just have discipline to understand that if you're eating unhealthy today, maybe don't eat unhealthy for 7 days straight after that. Have some discipline when it comes to that and allow yourself to still indulge and enjoy the meaningful things in life. So yes, you can eat the cake, Kimberly. Moving on to number 5, your hair. Please use heat protectant. If you're using any type of hot tool with your hair, heat protectant is so underrated, but it is so important for the protection of your hair. Here are a few products that I use to keep my hair very healthy and shiny when it comes to styling my hair. I use this heat protectant. It is amazing. This is one of the heat protectants I love the most. In addition to that, I use this hair oil when it comes to styling my hair. And then in addition to that, I use this volumizing spray that I just spray all over my hair, shake it all up, and then my hair is good to go. If you like jasmine flowers, it's gonna make it smell like that. Now moving on to styling your hair. One of the biggest tips is to learn the different types of hot tools and learn how to use them, whether that's a curler, a straightener, a crimper, one of those blow dry brushes. Don't underestimate the power of teasing your hair to give your hair extra volume. And just 2 tips I really like to do is if I'm out and about and I've teased my hair, all I'll do, basically just give it a little bit more volume, is put my 2 hands underneath my hair and just shake it up, and it literally just instantly gives me more volume again. Another thing that I like to do is to take my hair and to flip my head over. Brush through my curls a little bit, flip it back up, move it around, and we're good to go. Learn what hairstyle matches your face structure. Now this is gonna go down to what kind of face structure you have. And what I'll do is I'll link a video down in the description box that talks all about different face shapes and hairstyles that work for those face shapes. And please don't underestimate the power of a bang. Curtain bangs have made all the difference for me in terms of framing my face to look more attractive. Look into your face shape, look into bangs that you can do. They're really simple to kind of elevate your face shape. Moving on to number 6, skincare. Exfoliate your skin and your body. Exfoliating will remove all the dead skin from your face and allow you to just have a very fresh face when it comes to regeneration, and it helps so much with application of makeup. A really easy exfoliating mask that I do for my whole body is sugar, honey, and lemon. And you just mix that together, put it all over your body, let it sit for a few minutes, kind of rub it to scrub and exfoliate to remove the dead skin, and then wash it all off. Using a gua sha can also elevate your game when it comes to physically glowing up. And a gua sha essentially just kind of snatches your face if you're quite consistent with it, and you'll be able to achieve kind of like that jawline effect by using a gua sha. Okay, for my acne girls out there, here is what you're going to do. There are 2 products that I swear by, and I've been using these products for many years now because I had so much acne growing up, and they are the Vichy Phyto Solution, the serum, and the facial cleanser, and they are absolutely amazing when it comes to removing your pimples. Pimple patches are also amazing when it comes to targeting those pimples. And also a very low-key tip is moringa tea. If you haven't had moringa tea before, it just comes in like a powdered form, and you brew that in hot water and you drink it. I drink moringa tea twice a week. It makes all the difference with clearing your skin, giving you a very glowy look, and again, drinking your water. Another tip here, if you have pimples, whether that's facial pimples or body pimples, is to use unscented soap. Yeah, I know. The Dove unscented soap doesn't smell very good, but it's good for you. The Dove unscented soap changed the game for me. Instead of using soap that was scented, I now use unscented soap and unscented lotion. And the last tip for skincare is wear sunscreen. Wearing sunscreen actually helps prevent fine lines and wrinkling, and it makes you smell like you're always on vacation. Number 7, learn your angles and your best side. What I recommend here is to learn your angles of your body that just present better. Practice in front of a mirror. I know it's gonna be so weird at first, but keep trying, keep practicing, and I promise you'll find what just works for you. It took me quite some time to figure this out, but now I kind of know a signature pose style that works for me. Chin down when you're taking pictures, not chin up, okay? Chin up, we don't want to accentuate all of this double chinness, our nostrils, no. Chin slightly down, and you'll see that there will be a very big difference when it comes to your photos. Now, of course, it depends on the mood of the photos you're going for, but those are just some quick tips for taking photos. Tip number 8, sleep. Make sure you're getting the required amount of sleep. Beauty sleep didn't just work for Sleeping Beauty, it works for us too. If you combine sleeping well and drinking a lot of water, your eye bags will go away. Moving on to number 9, makeup. The base of your face. Make sure you have a very good foundation and a good concealer. Now you can look high-end or you can look drugstore. There's so many products on the market now that are inexpensive and really just do the job and work. My ultimate favorites were the Maybelline line. I loved Maybelline's foundation, and I also loved Maybelline's Instant Age Rewind Concealer. That was absolutely such a game changer for me. Now in terms of high-end, what I use right now is I use Fenty Beauty's Pro Filter Foundation, and I use the Vice Concealer. But what it comes down to is understanding what kind of skin type that you have and what makeup is gonna look good on that skin type. For me, I have oily skin, so I try to gear towards matte foundations. Also, understand your undertone. It's so important. So for me, I'm a neutral kind of olive undertone, so I go with foundations that align with that undertone. Another useful tip is to learn how to color correct. It's gonna help you use less products, so you're gonna look less cakey, but it's gonna give you more full coverage, so you're gonna look really snatched and amazing. The eyebrow tip. Okay, we're finally at that part of the video where I spill the tea on how to get the Bella Hadid look on a budget. How to achieve a kind of eye lift cat look is essentially to shave off half of the eyebrow. I shave half of my eyebrow from where my arch is, and what that basically does is allows me to then draw in my eyebrows going more upwards. And this allows me to create kind of a more elongated shape when it comes to my eyes, thus giving me the cat look. By having this more kind of cat look to my eyes, it's changed the makeup game. Another tip when it comes to your lips is use the makeup wipe to remove concealer and foundation from your lips. And what this will do is create a very natural lip line, and thus you can either go out with that natural lip line by just using a little bit of a gloss, or you can apply a lip liner, apply a lipstick, and you're ready to go. When it comes to makeup, do your research. Watch videos on YouTube. There are plenty of fabulous creators that do makeup related content. Look at the different makeup styles and try them on yourself. Try a different makeup look. Google your eye shape, Google your face shape, and see what works best on your type of shape. Tip number 10, drink your water. Water will allow you to clear your skin, reduce puffiness, give you more boosts of energy during the day, awaken you, and you'll feel better overall. It'll allow you to have a better quality of sleep, better skin, so your makeup game will be elevated. It'll help you achieve your body goals as well. So drink your water. What I highly recommend for those of you that have difficulty drinking water is to buy a really great water bottle that's big enough that you're still able to lug around, okay? We're not trying to carry mammoths out here. Fill it up knowing that you only need to fill it up maybe 2 to 3 times a day. And that'll allow you to track how much water you're drinking and get your necessary water intake. Moving on to number 11, your dressing style. Now, what I recommend here is learning about your body shape and then finding clothes that match your body shape and provide you with the most elevated look. Go shopping, make a whole trip out of it, take yourself on a solo date, try on so many different clothes and see what you like, see what fits you and what you feel amazing in. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna have confidence and present as your best self when you feel good in the clothing that you're wearing. When it comes to building a wardrobe, I highly recommend that you stick with basics first. So build your basics wardrobe and then accessorize and add on top of that. Bodysuits are amazing for this, as well as neutral pants, neutral blazers, neutral outfits that you're able to kind of just move around and then have some statement pieces, whether that's a statement jacket, some statement jewelry, some statement purses or accessories that you can then accessorize your outfits and elevate them. A huge tip is to learn how to use fashion tape. Fashion tape can instantly help you when it comes to determining what kind of undergarments you need to wear. Every single thing that you wear, fashion tape can help you. Moving on to number 12, the way you walk. Now, believe it or not, the way you walk will help elevate and make you more attractive. We're not runway models out here, but what we can do is walk one foot in front of the other, practice doing that, and sway your hips. It gives you a very feminine look when you walk. Also, look up, have confidence when you walk. Project the energy that you would like other people to receive you with. Practice in front of a mirror, practice when you're out, keep practicing your walk and find what you feel good in and what just suits you and your personality. Number 13, articulating when you speak. One tip here is to expand your vocabulary. So that might be by listening to podcasts, by listening to your favorite YouTubers speak. It could be reading to really just learn different ways of saying things. This will help really enhance your overall level of speech and help you present better. An example of this is instead of saying, "That's nice," you can say, "That's lovely." Instantly, you can see that elevation when we use just 2 different words. And this can help really in a work setting. It can help in a school setting. If you're interviewing, this is a huge tip to help you just really win over your interviewer by having very clear communication. Number 14, my ultimate favorite one, is linking everything that we have in this glow up guide to your mentally glowing up guide. Link everything that we spoke about in these different categories to what your better self would feel like. What would they do? What would your better self look like? What would your better self walk like? How would they present as? How would they speak? And you really just want to link those two things together so you are presenting as your better self. At the end of the day, it's both a mental and physical process when it comes to glowing up. So you want to make sure you prioritize both of these things. And ultimately, this is how you're going to glow up and become overall more attractive. It's by combining these two things together and becoming your ultimate best self. Embody the energy of that person. Sometimes, believe it or not, you have to fake it to make it. If that means your better self is going to walk confidently into a conference, you're going to do that too. Wearing heels and a cute purse, you're going to do that too. And you'll see over time, you're naturally going to transition into that person, both physically and mentally, and that is a recipe for success. All right, so that is everything for today's video. I hope this was a useful guide to help you ultimately glow up and look more attractive. I believe in you, I know you can do it, and I'll see you next time.